Mm-hmm. Yeah, weird one. Got a weird one. Got a weird one. Okay. Three true BBL horror stories animated. Yeah, I just said that. I mean, it's only right. It's Halloween. You know, the girls been copping their BBLs. So it's only right for us to do one of these. You know, it make more sense. Yeah. What's that sound? The foreign BBL ingredients.
My whole life, I've wanted a different body. I was always tired of being flat, especially on my backside. Everywhere I look, I see beautiful women with snatched waists and curves in all the right places, while I'm shaped like a stick. I'm always constantly taunted about how I could look. For the longest time, I've been interested in plastic surgery and other cosmetic operations to improve my body. Facelifts, chest enhancements, liposuction, and BBLs, just to name a few that I've looked into. As a teenager, I always dreamed of starting my transformation the day I turned 18, as my parents would never even let me talk to them about it.
Yeah, we need to get here. I'm glad we started here early. What the fuck? Before you was even 18, motherfucker wanted the BBL, the chest. You didn't want to be you, motherfucker. You didn't want to be you before 18. It ain't nothing wrong with getting nothing done, because I ain't gonna make it seem like it's anything wrong unless you feel like it's something wrong. It ain't nothing wrong. You know, it's freedom out here for everybody. But being a kid and wanting some weird shit like new titties is crazy. It's crazy. I don't get no fucks. It's crazy.
Sadly, becoming an adult just saddled me with work, bills, and stress, on top of getting in the way of the operation I wanted, which quickly started to make me look even worse with age. I knew plastic surgery was expensive, so I tried to save up money, but the crappy jobs I was able to get just weren't enough. I did the math and figured out I'd need to save up for 10 years just to get one operation, and by then, I'd be almost 30, so what would even be the point? I'd heard BBLs were rather affordable in Brazil, but traveling there was also way too expensive. With no other options, I turned to the local black market.
The black fucking market? You went to the black market for ass? Imagine not being able to find the ass, like a ass. I mean, you just ain't had no ass. You was born with no ass. So the only way you could find the ass was going on a black fucking market. Oh my god, like I ain't even gonna lie, I didn't know it was gonna be this crazy, stupid, or weird. It's gonna be this crazy, stupid, and weird. Motherfucker went to the black market for an ass. This gotta be the funniest shit ever.
I knew it was risky, but it seemed so prevalent in Miami that there had to be plenty of skilled doctors working under the table. It didn't take long to find a woman who said she'd performed hundreds of enhancements for cheap. She was still expensive in my opinion, but way cheaper than the legal prices. So I hit her up, over the phone. She was super friendly. She said she was running a special, almost like a Black Friday or Boxing Day sale for BBLs. I then made an appointment for the following week. On the day of, I arrived at the location in a not so good part of town. It was a little sketchy, but I knew that was part of the deal. That's when I was greeted by this middle-aged woman. She was unexpectedly thick, like she got a BBL done herself, but something looked completely off about it. I had no time to start second-guessing my decision, because the woman then led me down a narrow hallway, passing a few closed doors where I assumed all the BBL patients must have been in, then finally into my operation room. I was relieved to know that there was more than one illegal operation happening
Courage
in
the
there,
Cowardly
and
Dog
that I
ass
wasn't
villain.
the only one. That's when the woman closed the door. I knew there was no turning back. I heard a voice in the back of my head telling me to leave, but I'd come so close to getting what I always wanted, and knew running off would be extremely rude. So I stayed and started talking to the woman, who I now assumed was my doctor. She had me
And knew running off would be extremely rude. So you know you finna let just anybody cut your ass apart, whatever they do, cut your stomach, take the shit out your stomach, whatever they doing, poke you. You finna let anybody do it because you scared. This be the thing here. Now let's go back to the beginning. I forgot the beginning, so we gonna move on.
change into a hospital gown, then directed me to lay down on the table in the center of the room. And before I knew it, it was happening.
What's that?
Oh, this? This'll just put you to sleep while I inject the stuff for your BBL.
Oh, really?
Yes!
Hell no.
Now, you're going to feel a little pinch, but don't worry.
These
You'll
motherfuckers is
feel even
crazy.
better when you look in the mirror and realize you have a better BBL than Cardi, Drizzy, and every celebrity you can think of.
Why they add Drizzy? We gonna move on.
Ow! Okay.
Don't worry, your BBL will look like it's from Amazon and not Temu. I mean, just look at me.
Amazon? Timu?
Chop the ass off.
Wakey, wakey.
What happened?
I made you hot. Want to see? Come on, get up slowly. I wouldn't want anything to leak.
No, no, no! This can't be real! What did you do to me?
Hold on.
No, no, no!
Hold on. Let's see the ass.
No, no, no! This can't be real! What did you do to me?
That's the
I
ass.
made you more like me. That's not a problem, is it?
You turned me into a monster!
Calm down.
For all y'all that want that cheap ass BBL, y'all want that oh, I got my BBL for a couple dollars. I got my BBL for a deal. I don't know what the fuck coming out of her legs, but shit will happen to you.
That's an easy fix.
As soon as I got out of that place, I went to the hospital to try and fix my horrible mistake. It took multiple surgeries to extract the things that horrible woman put in me. I couldn't believe it when they told me Fix-A-Flat, cement, mineral oil, and super glue. I felt like an abomination knowing all those things.
This motherfucker injected this. Oh my god, the doctor injected her with cement, mineral oil, super glue, and Fix-A-Flat? Bro, what the fuck be going on? You want that cheap ass BBL, don't you, huh? Don't you, bitch? You want that cheap ass BBL. Look, I can't even talk. And that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get cement, mineral oil, Fix-A-Flat, and super glue on your fucking ass.
Were in my body. It turned out that woman wasn't even a real doctor from the start. She was arrested, so she won't be able to destroy any more women's bodies. But
Yeah,
for me, it feels too late. The scars left from what happened have ruined me. I used to just be ugly, but now I'm hideous. This story was inspired by a horrific incident regarding a woman who wanted someone who could perform plastic surgery at a cheap price to give her a curvier body. Police say what she found was a woman posing as a doctor who filled her buttocks with cement, mineral oil, super glue, and flat tire sealant. The suspect, who police say was born a man and identifies as a woman, apparently performed the surgery on herself and
Oh my fucking goodness. Oh my fucking goodness. I don't know if this is the victim or the doctor. This is Fix-A-Flat, cement, mineral oil, and super glue in the ass. This is fucking crazy. No, this is really fucking crazy. Like, she can't sit down no more regular ever again in her life. Don't get that cheap ass BBL, bitch. Don't. What the fuck?
Investigations say she may have victimized others. The suspect in question is 30-year-old O'Neill Ron Morris, who was arrested and charged
she the
with
one that was doing it.
practicing medicine without a license with serious bodily injury. Police photos show Morris as a small-framed woman with bee-stung pouty lips, arched eyebrows, oversized hoop earrings, and a large backside. She was released from jail on bond. Police say that Morris bounced from house to house for a year while performing illegal BBLs and staying out of investigators' sight like a ghost. The victim, who was not being named due to medical privacy laws, paid $700 for a series of injections in May 2010. She was referred
$700 fucking dollars. You thought you would, hold on, let me go back.
paid $700 for a series of injections in May 2010. She was
No, hold on. No, we gotta go back. You actually think you finna get a elite ass BBL for $700 fucking dollars? You thought that was gonna do anything good for that much money? I'm not saying she deserved it. I ain't gonna say that. But she asked for it. She asked for it. $700 for a BBL is crazy.
referred to Morris by a friend. Morris injected some type of tube in several sites around her bottom, pumping it full of a toxic concoction. Morris reassured the woman when the pain became too intense. Police
What
said
the fuck?
concoction. Morris reassured the woman when
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
What? 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 What?
the pain became too intense, police said. Police said Morris told the woman, "Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. We just keep injecting you with stuff and it all works itself out." Police said the victim was reluctant to come forward. She quickly went to 2 South Florida hospitals due to severe abdominal pain and infected sores on her buttocks, accompanied by flu-like symptoms, but she left each time, too embarrassed to tell the doctors what she'd done. Her mother eventually took her to a hospital, where alarmed doctors pressed her for information. They alerted the Department of Health. The doctors knew no licensed physician in his right mind would ever do this. The victim is still recovering from the surgery and says it's too painful to work. She also has racked up numerous medical bills. Authorities believe there are other victims who may be too embarrassed to come forward. Morris was readily introduced to our victim as someone who could help her improve her shape, so we believe she's done this to other people, police said.
What the fuck? Bro, what be going on, man? The creepy BBL doctor.
For a while, I kept seeing all these ladies posting up with the most unbelievable figures, having no idea how they managed to get that way. When I eventually heard they were all getting something called a BBL, I knew I had to get me one. Without leaving the country, the best place to get a BBL was apparently Miami. Nobody prepared me for how expensive it was, though. The lowest prices I saw from well-known surgeons.
I hear again, the lowest prices. Look, I know we all want deals for everything, but one thing my mom always told me that she said her mom always told her was, good things ain't cheap and cheap things ain't good. I hope y'all hear me when I say that. Good things ain't cheap, cheap things ain't good. So what are you trying to get a cheap BBL for, bitch? With no disrespect. But I'm not getting it. They keep looking for this cheap shit, and then they end up meeting a fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog fucking doctor. Yeah. Motherfucker, $700 BBL. Stop looking for deals. Look for Dr. Miami. If you gotta save up 30 bands to spend 30 bands on your ass, save it. That's something you gonna want. Expensive. You gonna want the good quality. The longevity.
Were in the tens of thousands of dollars. I didn't have that kind of money, so I searched high and low for the best deal I could get. Eventually, I found a guy who was advertising BBLs out of his house. I wasn't too sure about it not being done in a legit doctor's office, but the price was hard to beat, so I took a chance on it. However, as the Uber I took from the airport dropped.
Don't be like her. I guarantee anybody in here to not be like her. If you can do anything in your life, don't be like her. Never take no chance for nothing that you beg for that much. Never take no chance for no money. Never take no chance for no material thing. Like nothing that got to do with materialistic things. If it ain't gonna help you and like inside, if it ain't gonna help you mentally, spiritually, don't risk it like she doing.
Me off, I landed at a sketchy-ass house. That's when I kept having second thoughts.
Ah, man, this can't be right.
Then got dropped off.
Well, damn. I can't just be standing out here in the open. I better get inside for now. Here we go, I guess.
Are you here for the BBL?
Yeah, I was, but I'm not sure I want to go through with it.
But you're already here, aren't you?
I was, but I changed my mind. I was just wondering if I could just wait here till my ride comes back. This ain't the kind of neighborhood I want to look lost in.
You can come inside, but you must get the BBL.
No,
Come now, I'm the best in the business. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you a BBL, make the thighs match.
I'm not sure.
I can make narrow roads curvy, just like you. You know what? I'll cut you Black Friday discount since you've traveled so far to be here.
That's very generous of you. Okay. I'll do it, I suppose.
Smart choice, dear. Now, follow me.
This, is quite the place you've got here.
Those greedy plastic surgeons on the beach have the cops shutting us down all over the city. So we hide in plain sight. The filthier we look, the less people will think there could possibly be a clinic here. But I assure you, everything is quite sterile. Down where the magic happens. After you.
All right.
This way, please. Lie down. Get comfortable.
Okay. Hey,
He already got motherfuckers dying in that bitch. He already got, oh my god, he already got asses exploding. Was that an ass that exploded? Like for real, for real. Like what was that? A ass that exploded? Like we generally have to like break that down. There's an explosion of blood. On the left side, he's doing BBLs down there. Nigga, are you putting bombs in people's asses? We gotta break that down.
what the hell is that? Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Relax. It's standard procedure.
No! Let me go! I don't want to do this anymore!
I said relax!
Hey, what is that? No, please! You psycho! Put that damn thing down!
You just reminded me. I forgot the damn filling again.
The filling? What filling?
The filling for the BBL, darling. Did you think I was just going to convince your body to grow extra tissue? You're going to be made of plastic after I get back.
No, no, no! Help! Somebody help me! Please, help!
Yeah, nah.
I'm back! Are you ready to be thick and no longer a stick?
No, please!
Like what? Come on, bro.
My mind couldn't
on, bruh.
comprehend the nightmare. Everything just went black until I opened my eyes again. I was at home in my room, with my mother at my bedside. I couldn't see my body. The covers wouldn't let me. There was a bag of medicine pumping something into my body, but I don't know what. All I know is that I could hear my mother begging for me to stay alive, telling me not to go, as it all faded away. This story was
Damn.
inspired by a horrific incident regarding a female named Monique Miller, 28, who passed away after getting cosmetic BBL surgery in Miami.
Bro, rest in peace to her, man. Like, on a non-joking level, real spill, like, y'all stay safe out here, man. When y'all going to these doctors, and I know y'all wanna, you know, cause it's really, I ain't gonna lie, it really be like a mental thing, but I ain't even gonna get in that. It really be a mental thing of why you so thirsty for the BBL. But like, stay safe out here, man. Like, I don't, if you gotta tote a gun with you, learn some karate, like, bro, like real spill. Like, cause I can't even describe like a way to even stay safe from this situation. Like, this is really a tough situation to even be in. Like, rest in peace to this girl, for real, man. Like, this shit is crazy.
On March 6th. On March 5th, Monique Miller traveled to Miami to undergo cosmetic surgery. She passed away at an unlicensed surgical recovery house at 10:26 p.m. on March 7th, after allegedly being given unprescribed medication following the procedure earlier that day. The 28-year-old reportedly traveled with her sister, Kira Barnes, and the pair planned to get cosmetic procedures together at Ivana Plastic Surgery. Miller had a BBL, a procedure where fat is transferred from other areas of the body to the bottom, and liposuction. Miller then stayed with her sister at a recovery house following the procedure. Barnes later awoke to find her sister cold and still in the same position as when they fell asleep. On finding her unresponsive, they called 911. The
Damn,
police
man.
report adds that on arrival at the
Yo.
scene, which they identified as an illegal post-plastic surgery recovery home, police found the victim exhibiting signs of rigor mortis while heavily bandaged and lying face down on a bed. Miller leaves behind a 1-year-old daughter.
Rest in peace, this girl, man. Don't chase that BBL, man. Like, get the if you gonna do the BBL, 30,000. 30,000 or better. If it ain't gonna be an elite BBL, don't get the BBL. Cause at this point, you don't know if every doctor a doctor. This nigga's in the house doing BBLs. Like, I can't even imagine really like me dead serious, like hitting up one of my homies after like 20 years. Like, I hit him up after 20 years. However old he is, I'm however old I am. And I hit him up and he like, oh yeah, I do BBLs. Damn, bro became a doctor after all that time? So that's what I'm thinking. He became a doctor after all that time. Bet crazy. Boom. Now it's like, I pull up on him. Oh, match. Boom, we smoking. Yeah, let me show you this downstairs. Nigga. I get down there and this nigga got nurses walking around and shit. He got motherfucker Tua in the house. Motherfucker in the house. Like, I can't even imagine. I ain't gonna lie. If that was my homie, I'm beating his ass right there. I'm beating his ass right there. You not doing no BBLs in no house, bro. I don't give a fuck how much time you done spent learning this shit, how many of the professionals you've been around. We finna choke this nigga out. What the fuck is you doing? Then this nigga, I know you ain't killed one person. I know you ain't just killed one person. And I know you ain't just fuck up one person. Nah, these motherfuckers is crazy. Crazy. In the fucking house, man. BBLs in the house, like.
My wife was
The scariest BBL incident. Okay, so this obviously gonna be some bullshit. Let's see. This obviously finna be some bullshit.
My wife was always insecure about her figure. It only got worse as she got older and became
Started there. Started bullshit like that. My wife was always insecure about her figure. It only got worse as she got older and became. Y'all not finna tell me a nigga is with his wife and she equip a BBL. Y'all not gonna tell me one stupid nigga was with his wife for so long, they turned however older, and she been insecure about her figure, but she waited till they was married to get a BBL. She must got a flat ass back. For dude to really be like, alright babe, we're 50, wooty woo, you've been insecure about your figure for 20 years, go get the BBL now. She had to have some. It better been. That's all I'm gonna say, it better been.
more regular on social media. Over the years, she's gone through different phases on how she wanted to look. Around the time we got married, she wanted to be skinny. However, these days, she wants to be thick and voluptuous, like the woman she sees on social media. Being her husband, I always considered it my responsibility to help her realize that she doesn't need to look like all these other women to be beautiful.
W husband.
Either I'm terrible at finding the right words to convince her, or she's never going to change her mind, because it has never once worked. My wife is obsessed with her appearance and constantly compares herself to the most unrealistic standards. No matter what she does, how much she exercises, how much or how
Buddy, leave her. Sad to say, but buddy, leave her. If you telling me y'all went years and you still can't convince her that whatever she look like is good, buddy, leave her. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's you. I think you the problem. For now, until we get to the end of the story, and maybe you're not, but for now you should.
little she eats. Nothing is ever good enough. She is never satisfied. With how consumed she is by this pursuit of the ultimate beauty, I felt sidelined, and it has put a terrible strain on our marriage, resulting in frequent fights.
Babe, what are you doing?
Leave me alone.
What's the matter? Is there something I can do for you?
No, because it's something you can't afford.
What is it? What exactly do you need?
I need a BBL.
What?
I said I need a BBL, and if you don't pay for it, I'm divorcing you.
Once she
What? What?
Oh my fucking goodness. No, this no. No, oh my god. This nigga is a hoe. No, this nigga is actually a bitch. Like, oh my god. Give me a BBL or I'm divorcing you. Nah, dude a bitch. Dude is a bitch. He the problem. He is the fucking problem, man.
gave me the ultimatum. I either had to pay for her BBL, or she was going to take half of everything I owned. That's when I researched for a doctor that specialized in that, and found someone. He was this guy who had a huge following on Instagram, just from doing BBLs. I was skeptical, but he seemed legit, so I put him in contact with my wife so they could make an appointment. About a week later, my wife gave me the address, and I drove her out to the operation. I was confused, and I mean completely baffled when I pulled up to the location. Instead of a hospital or a clinic, it was a random apartment building. I then lost my shit. The whole thing was just sketchy as hell. There was no way I was going to let my wife go through with this, but then she reminded me that she would leave if I didn't get it done, so I let her. I was in complete awe. I just stayed in the car as she went in by herself to get the BBL. I had absolutely no idea how long it would take. An hour, 3 hours, 30 minutes? I didn't know. So I just sat there on my phone trying to pass the time. My anger faded away. Then boredom and impatience set in. Hours passed.
This bitch ass nigga swiping on his fucking phone and his wife in there getting smoked. I can bet this nigga's wife she's not making it out of this. She's not making it out of a fucking apartment building. If the last nigga was doing BBL in this house and he was killing people, what the fuck? This nigga doing it out of apartment building. He only doing it to kill people. That's his only reason to be there. Like,
And there was no word. I texted my wife and the doctor, but no reply. I called them both multiple times, but no answer. As it started to get dark out, I had a sinking feeling in my stomach that something was wrong. There was no way it was supposed to take this long, so I finally decided to go into the building. I entered a maze of hallways, walking around aimlessly, until I realized my wife had never given me the apartment number, so she could have been anywhere. I started to panic.
oh my God, I'm not even trying to pause it this much, but this got to be the dumbest story I've ever fucking heard. Like, you telling me you went all the way in there?
Was she cheating on me? Was this guy trying to kidnap her? I ran down hallway after hallway. All I could feel was panic and hopelessness, when all of a sudden, I heard shouting. I couldn't understand any of it, but it sounded like my wife, so I ran toward it. That's when I rounded a corner and saw the most horrific sight of my life. It was my wife, with a gigantic botched BBL stumbling incoherently down the hall.
Ah! What the hell happened to you?
Help me, please.
Help me.
I helped my wife out of the building, crammed her into the car, then I rushed her to the hospital. I could tell she was in agony. She was groaning from the discomfort for what had been done to her. When we finally made it to the hospital, the staff all had this placid look of horror on their faces, like they'd seen this 100 times, but it never got easier. They told me she wasn't likely to survive, and that made my stomach drop even further. I hadn't even considered that it might kill her. They took her into the operating room and left me out there to wait, biting off my nails until they bled, not knowing if I'd sent my wife to her death. It took even longer to remove all the implanted material than it took to put it in there to begin with, so I was there for hours. Thankfully, she did manage to survive. They had pulled and sucked out kilogram after kilogram of silicone and acrylic material. My wife was still unconscious for a while, recovering from severe trauma, and in that time, I spoke to the police. I told them everything I knew, but the man I then discovered to be a full-blown black market doctor had already gone missing. It took 5 days for them to find him, but he was eventually brought down. Since then, my wife and I have been trying to recover from this incident with intense therapy. It's hard enough for me.
They deserve this one. This is one that I would say somebody deserved. You ask for something so much, you'll get it. What's the saying? You'll find what you're looking for. You will find what you're looking for. She got that BBL and they oversized her shit. They supersized her shit. They gave her, and I didn't even know this, but you can get multiple BBLs. They gave her 30 plus in one segment. Bro literally sent his wife to death. And she lived, but he still sent her to death. And she also sent herself. So was both on them. And it was bound to happen.
This story was inspired by a horrific incident regarding a Brazilian plastic surgeon known as Dr. Bum Bum, who was arrested after a patient undergoing a procedure on her backside passed away. Dr. Bum Bum, whose real name is Dennis Cesar Barrios Furtado,
Bum.
enjoys a huge fan base on social media in Brazil. He was arrested by police in Rio de Janeiro on Thursday after 5 days on the run. Police say the exact cause of death of the patient, identified as 46-year-old manager Lilian Calexto, has not been determined. She reportedly felt ill while Furtado was giving injections into her bottom. Furtado then rushed her to the hospital, but he then disappeared. According to authorities, it was alleged that Calexto arrived at the hospital with tachycardia. an abnormally fast heart rate after having silicone injected into her bottom. The procedure is also believed to involve the injection of acrylic glass filler. Following his arrest, Furtado, 45, proclaimed his innocence to reporters, saying there was an occurrence with the patients. After his arrest on Thursday, Furtado said on his Instagram that the woman's death was an accident and that he had performed 9,000 such procedures, which are legal in Brazil. In an interview, the president of regional
I didn't know that. Okay, so that's why people be going to Brazil, is because you can basically do it at your house in Brazil. Strange. Huh, weird.
medical council of the state of Rio de Janeiro said, you cannot perform plastic surgery inside an apartment.
Never mind.
Many people are selling a dream, a fantasy to patients in an unethical way, and people, weakened, are often attracted to low prices without considering whether or not the conditions are adequate.
That was crazy as shit. That was so unnecessarily weird and crazy.